Hey there, it's Dr. Black. I'm going to talk about the group problem solving project in this video. So this is a pretty short video. It just introduces you to the project and discusses how you're going to get it completed on time in this online format. I know it might seem weird to you to do this project online and you didn't really sign up for an online class, but I will say I teach the online version of this COMS 2050 class, and I have student groups complete this assignment online all the time, and they do a really good job. So it is set up with a structure that helps work you through the process, and it should be able to make it so you get done on time and meet the assignment goals in a pretty straightforward way. So let's talk about the purpose and then the process and the outcomes, or the products, right? So the purpose of this project is for you to apply what you're learning about group problem solving and decision making to identify some sort of social problem that you care about, research it, brainstorm the possible solutions, analyze those solutions, and decide which one you think would be best, right? So I'm always impressed with the things that our students care about. In this class, when I've taught this before, groups have tackled social problems that are really big issues, right? But have local or sort of personal connections. So things like safety issues on and around campus, food insecurity, environmental problems, homelessness, mental health issues. You might want to tackle something now about coronavirus and health issues, or communicating in via social distance. I don't know, but whatever it is, pick some sort of social problem that you think is meaningful and that you want to learn more about, right? In this class, you're not required to implement the solution. That it goes beyond the amount of time that we have. But I know in the past, some groups have continued to work like in subsequent semesters and have done things that connect them with groups outside of the classroom and made some meaningful change in the community. So this is just like a beginning. It gets you thinking about how to solve a social problem. Okay, so let's talk about the milestones. So the project is set up with a series of different tasks that walk you through the problem-solving process. These tasks are based on the functional perspective of group decision-making that you learned about in your textbook, and kind of a basic group problem-solving process. They build on each other, right? So the first one is just to brainstorm ideas for possible topics. The second one is about selecting your topic and making an argument for why, right? Things like that. I'm going to give you feedback on each one as you go. Some of them you turn in the same week, and that's fine. That's just how it's going to work for us this semester, but I'll give you feedback on all of them anyway, right? Each milestone is graded, and these points are part of your group project grade, and you'll get feedback on Blackboard for them. Pay attention to that feedback, right? Because you have to revise your milestones in response to the feedback and include those as part of your final product. So what are the final products? So there's two final products in this project. During the last week of class, you might want to delegate these jobs and split your group into kind of two sub-teams, each one focused on one of the projects. So the first one is a video. You'll make a 5 to 7 minute video explaining your problem, the analysis, solutions that you chose, and which one you chose and why, right? If we were doing a face-to-face class, then you would do this kind of thing as a presentation in front of the class, right? But since we're online, you should make a video and upload it to YouTube or Vimeo, something like that, so that I can view it. Now, you can be creative with your video. It can include shorter segments of group members talking, kind of edited together. It could be some sort of screen sharing that you're doing on a video chat if you want. It can be voiceover, some slides. It could be like little animations. You can have music. I'm very open, so be creative with that. Do whatever you feel like is going to best display your problem analysis and the solution that you're proposing. Okay, so that's the first product, is this video, 5 to 7 minutes. Second, there's a portfolio where your group shows the problem-solving process. So it's not about the outcome and the problem itself, it's more about the process that you've gone through. So this portfolio includes like a brief summary of your project and then all of your updated or revised milestones. This shows me the work that you did for the project and how you responded to my feedback. Your portfolio also needs to include examples of your group's communication. So if we were in a regular face-to-face section, this might be like agendas from your group meetings or notes or minutes that you might have taken during your meetings that kind of show what did you talk about, who agreed to do what, right? Since you're doing this online, instead, you should have some sort of record of your group's digital communication. This can include screenshots of your group chat. It can include email conversations. If you're using any of the online tools on Blackboard, like the discussion board, you can have screenshots of that, something like that. What you include here really depends on how your group stays in touch. Finally, your portfolio should have a link to your group video. You turn the video in as its own separate sort of assignment, but it's still useful to have the link in the portfolio itself because it shows the connection between your process and then the video. And since we're online, the portfolio needs to be some sort of digital document. In a face-to-face class, they're like in a 3-ring binder, but here you need to do that digitally, right? And this is what all of the students in the online version of the class do. So you can put everything in a Google Doc or a Word document if you want. That's totally fine. Or you could use like the wiki page on your group's page on Blackboard. You could put the material into a simple website. All of that is kind of up to you. But it needs to be well organized, and you need to have a table of contents that kind of connects to all of the materials in your portfolio so I can easily find the pages. Make sense? Okay, so I'm going to have all of the milestones available online for you to turn them in. The due dates should be clear. I'll have a project description of this assignment that is updated, and that'll all be up along with this video so that you can successfully complete the project. I hope that you find a topic that is meaningful to you and that your group is able to enjoy the process of kind of working together toward this project. All right, great.